One of the keystones of forensic science is DNA testing. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the genetic material present in every cell. Each individual has a unique DNA profile. A British scientist, Sir Alec Jeffreys, developed DNA profiling in the 1980s. DNA profiling can be extracted from samples of human cells found at a crime scene, including blood, semen, skin, saliva, mucus, perspiration, and the roots of hair. And profiling can be even carried out on an old, dried-out samples. The case of Colin Pitchfork was the first murder conviction based on DNA profiling evidence. There were previous rape convictions based on this type of evidence. Colin Pitchfork is a convicted British murderer and rapist. He is the first person convicted of a crime based on DNA fingerprinting evidence, and is the first to be caught as a result of mass DNA screening. Exoneration. After going missing, Lydia Mann, a 15-year-old schoolgirl, was raped and murdered in the grounds of Carlton Hayes Psychiatric Hospital in Narbo, Leicester, in November 1983. Forensic examination of semen samples showed that it was a type only found in 10% of men and was from someone with a blood type A. However, the police did not find a suspect. In 1986, another 15-year-old schoolgirl, Dawn Ashworth, was similarly sexually assaulted and strangled in the nearby village of Enderby, and semen samples showed the same blood type. Richard Buckland, a local 17-year-old with learning disabilities who worked at Carlton Hayes Psychiatric Hospital, had been spotted near Dawn Ashworth's murder scene and knew unreleased details about the body. In 1986, he confessed to Dawn Ashworth's murder, but not Linda Mann's. Using Sir Alec Jeffreys' new technique, scientists compared the semen samples with a blood sample from Richard Buckland. This proved that both girls were murdered by the same man, but also proved that this man was not Richard Buckland, the first person to be exonerated using DNA. Conviction. In August 1987, a woman overheard her colleague, Ian Kelly, boasting that he had given a sample posing as a friend of his, Colin Pitchfork. Pitchfork had persuaded Kelly to take the test as he claimed he had already given a sample for a friend who had a flashing conviction. The police arrested Colin Pitchfork in September 1987, and scientists found that his DNA profile matched that of the murderer. Colin Pitchfork had previous convictions for flashing and claimed that the murders had begun as flashings, but the girls had run away, which had excited him. In January 1988, Colin Pitchfork was sentenced to life imprisonment for the murders, and he was told he had to serve a minimum of 30 years.